This one morning, he just completely lost it. He started throwing stuff around. He tried to strangle me. He threw a metal handle at the wall at my room. He broke my door down to get into my bedroom. Hi, my name is Althea Lucrezia Avanzo. I'm a spiritual coach and a light language channeler, and yeah, that is what I do. I like helping and empowering people. I work with a lot of women. I'm Italian. I was born in Italy, but I did go to the British school, so I did learn English very quickly. I speak French as well. I liked traveling a lot. I moved to Cape Town in my early 20s, and I stayed there for a few years until I got pregnant and until lockdown happened. And then I moved here to where I am now in Mpumalanga, and it's where I'm living now, basically. I was kind of like a rebel teenager, so I had quite a few ups and downs when I was younger, drinking, partying, in my mid-20s as well. And then in 2018, I actually had quite a dramatic incident with my kidneys. So I ended up in hospital. I had to have 2 operations. So it was a very big wake-up call for me. I had to change a lot in my lifestyle. I've always been kind of like healthy eating wise. So I've always been vegetarian. I've always taken care of my body. But there were phases in my life where I was, drinking, going out. I really wasn't being considerate, that we have one body and we need to really take care of it. So the universe kind of slapped me in the face and said, no, you need to, get a break. And that's really when my spiritual awakening started and spiraled. That's where everything started aligning and coming more into place. I think, it was a very big wake-up call for me. I changed a lot of my lifestyle. I decided to open my Reiki practice. But I was still doing other jobs. So I worked in vintage clothing for about, I think 4 or 5 years. I was importing clothes from Italy. So that was a really big passion of mine. I was organizing vintage markets. They were going really well. Once a month I was doing this big market on Harrington Street, like 40, 50 traders. So it was really, it was a really good business, but then COVID hit. So that had to be closed down. But my Reiki, I've always did it on the side. I did a lot of different things before I found a really solid base with Reiki. So Reiki really structured me as an energetic healer. It really gave me the basis and the alignment that I then needed to carry forward in my work and in my craft and in what it is that I do. Before COVID happened, my life was strange, I would say, in some aspects, because I was running these vintage markets and then I fell pregnant. I fell pregnant from this man that I didn't really know that much. Let's put it that way. I mean, I knew that my child had to come into this world. I had been seeing her for about a year or so before I fell pregnant. So there was a divine alignment within that and within everything that happened to me. Basically, we moved in here with my parents. He started really acting like erratic. He started drinking. He was not drinking before. I found out that he was on medication for bipolar. He didn't tell me, I didn't know. So he started mixing it with the alcohol, and it was kind of crazy because I saw it slowly spiraling, but I also didn't really know what to do. I was pregnant, I was with my family. This was the first time this man was meeting my family. My parents were obviously worried. I was stuck in between. So there were traits of emotional abuse that had been happening as well. And then this one morning, he just completely lost it. What happened is he started throwing stuff around. He tried to strangle me. He threw a metal handle at the wall at my room. He broke my door down to get into my bedroom. So this was like a 3-day thing. So it was quite insane. He would go crazy, then he would sort of calm down and we'd think things were normal, and then something would just set him off and it would spiral out again to the point where there were plates being thrown at the wall. So now we locked in the house. I'm 4 months pregnant. My parents are like completely traumatized. We don't know what to do. So eventually we had to call the police. Emotionally and psychologically, I think there was a lot going on. It was a big lesson for me because I was quite a big control freak before all of this happened. I had to learn to release all control because I had none in the situation. I had no control over the situation, no control over my body, no control over what was going on. So I think that was a big lesson for me that came through and that I understood. I was very blessed to have the skill of Reiki. I think, again, going back to that skill that I had acquired to be able to calm myself emotionally, physically. I worked on my body and on my energetic system and on my physical body every single day after this happened until I had my birth, because I wanted my child to not carry any of that trauma, and I feel so blessed because she came out and she's wonderful. So the lockdown really helped me with Reiki, from bringing it to something part-time to bringing it to a full-time business, because first of all, I had learned already, but I started doing more distant healing. So I started to be able to work from home. I set up my own website. My YouTube channel I had started already in 2019, but I started working more through that as well. I had my own work Instagram as well. I had more time to draw. So I had more time to incorporate my Reiki and my healing into my art pieces. So that was very important for me. I actually became very productive and creative as soon as this negativity was removed from my life. I released an ebook. I released an online course, and then I also designed a 6-month and a 6-week program online that I follow through with my clients. So I help them with energy healing. That's where the Reiki comes in, but there's also a whole other array of things that I help them with. I did a Kundalini yoga diploma as well during lockdown online, so that's something that I help and offer, but I really guide them through different phases of their life. I help people activate their channel and their psychic intuition, so I help them open up to really what it is out there that we can listen to go within, but to also open up without. So it's a little bit of both, and I moved everything online. So I work through Zoom, through Skype. I do distant healing. So I have a studio as well set up here, about 20 minutes from where I live. But I'm not gonna lie, most of my clients are online. Basically, like, people, they just like it, they prefer it. With COVID, it's easier. If COVID-19 hadn't happened, I don't think I would be where I am now in helping people. I would probably still be helping, but not to the extent that I can do it now because of the trauma and, you know, a change of perception in my life that happened and everything that I went through. Like, I feel like I lived 100 lifetimes in a year, basically, with all the emotional ups and downs. It's made me really good at controlling my own emotions. It's made me really good to be able to detach from situations and see things logically, and teach my clients and teach the people that I help to do that as well. So I would probably still be doing my Reiki and helping people, just I don't think I would be as good as what I am now because of personal experience. I feel very fulfilled. I'm very grateful for everything that I went through, and I also have a lot of compassion for myself back then and for my situation, for everyone involved. I don't wish anyone any harm. I have forgiven everything that's happened. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. So I'm still, I still keep my boundaries and everything, but there's no hate, there's no anger, there's no resentment there anymore. I had to work through all that because I also didn't want to pass any of that on to my daughter. So that was something that I had to process very quickly. So I would say that I feel very blessed and grateful again for where I am. My work is going really well. I have met so many amazing people around the world that I've been collaborating with. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up for me for future, for collaborations as well. And I'm just really excited for the future to be able to also travel with my daughter, and really bring more awareness to healing and light language and what it is that people can do with the healing and how they can really help themselves. Like, for me, I don't really heal anyone. I hold space for them to do the work within themselves. So I think it's something really important and beautiful. So if people want to get in touch with me, they can go on my website. It's www.althea, A-L-T-H-E-A, Lucrezia, Lucrezia.com. So that's just my first and second name. And then from there, you can get all my links through my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Facebook page, or you can just connect with me through my website. And there's my email there as well, so you can just email me. But yeah, my website is quite complete, and it's also all designed by me. So it's very colorful, it's very pretty. People who know me and who've seen my website, I think have a laugh when they see it, because they can really, really relate to it. I think I just want to tell everyone, follow your instinct. It's really important. Follow that gut feeling. Your body knows, your higher self knows, your spirit knows what's right for you. If it feels off, it's generally off. The universe will send you a warning. If you don't listen to it, it will send you a stronger one. If you don't listen to it, it's going to throw it in your face. So don't get to that point. Listen to your intuition before it gets to the point where it's, it has to be thrown in your face.